And we get barbecues, and we have sausages and burgers, and we cook them, and we give them away to the public. And they come along, we have tables and chairs, and they sit down, and we give out tracts, and we share the gospel. And we see many, many people. People like food in their belly, don't they? Do you like to eat something nice? I certainly do. And when you're feeding these people, they'll sit down and talk to you, and they'll listen to you. And you can use money tracts, you can use tear and share. You can use all different ways of being creative to share that gospel message. You can share God's love. So what you need to do as an evangelist is to think and share outside the box. There is lots of ways that you can grab people's attention. I mentioned the New Age. We've got other guys in our organisation that, as I mentioned, go into prisons. We've got other people who get involved in sport. What we do in my town is that we reach out to kids with sport, and we share the gospel with these children. We play with 90% of the time, but 10% of the time we have a spot where we sit down and we share the love of Jesus and why Jesus came with them. So there are lots of ways that we can be very, very proactive in evangelism to share the gospel. I mentioned that word servant. To me, that's the most important thing that we have, a servant heart. The brother was saying that we need people on Saturday to come along. It's about having that servant heart, to think, oh, I really need to cut the grass, or I really need to clean the car. But really, God will make more time for you to do that. The importance of going out and sharing that gospel message is so important. There's only one team in God, really. And that really is what I believe is one church, one gospel, and that should be one vision, that we're all one. We're one body in Christ. I'm very conscious of my time, and Daniel's going to speak to you very shortly, but God laid something in my heart about a year ago, and was to start a Big Tent mission there in England. And we actually launched the brochures for it yesterday. And what we're going to do is to have a mission for 10 days in Brentwood. My dear friend, who's a Belarusian, God gave him the same vision at the same time. And what our aim for this is, it doesn't belong to one person, or one church, or one group, or one ethnic group, or whatever. It belongs to the people. And that's why it's called the Way Festival, because in Acts 9:2, when Paul was persecuted, he called us Christians people of the way. And we're all people of the way.